Are we live? Yes, we are live. Wonderful. Welcome to Tokyo. Welcome to... Oh, that bird almost hit my head. Welcome to Toritsu-Daigaku. Toritsu-Daigaku station is over there. Toritsu-Daigaku is a station on the Tokyo-Toyoko line, which is the train lines here that runs from Shibuya all the way to Yokohama. I once walked all the way from Shibuya to Yokohama. That was fun, following these train tracks. So probably past this point when I did my Shibuya to Yokohama walk. That's half a year ago already. But today I'm walking on this covered river, which kind of starts somewhere and ends somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where, but I will follow it from here and for a while. And we'll just see what happens on our way. The only thing that I can say for certain is that I will probably grab a beer at some point today. I think today's stream will be roughly 1 hour to 1.5 hours. So not a super long walk today. But I will make up for that tomorrow, I promise. Because tomorrow is the 1 year anniversary since my first live stream. So tomorrow's stream will be a bit more ambitious than today's stream, that's for sure. I'm not sure, I don't think I've ever walked along this river before actually. If you want to look it up on Google Maps, where I am and where I'm heading, you can search for Toritsu-Daigaku. It's in the video description or video title. And then just to the, let's see, southwest of the station, you will see a thin green line, which is where I'm walking right now. This is Meguro-dori, one of the main streets here. We're pretty close to Meguro, which is probably the most well-known kind of central Tokyo neighborhood from here. Yes, I have plans for the 1 year anniversary, and that is to take a really long walk tomorrow. That's all I'll reveal for now. But if you do enjoy my random walks in the middle of nowhere, I'm pretty sure that you will enjoy my extra long random walk in the middle of nowhere tomorrow. Gotta wait for the traffic lights to turn. And in the meantime, I might give you an update on the weather. As you can see, the sky is so-so. There's some blue patches up there, but it's also generally quite cloudy and not looking great. But we haven't had any rain today, so that's a good thing, I guess. Pink shorts again today, yes, always. I always wear the same things. Always my pink shorts and black shoes, always. Let's check the temperature maybe. So I know that you all love temperature. 27 degrees here in Meguro. And again, it's rainy season, so according to the weather forecast there will be rain pretty much every day for the coming weeks, which is not my favorite time. Lots of students, I guess it's like school hour just finished or something, and there's probably some big school here. Green shirt, kind of, yeah, greenish, tealish t-shirt today. Teal and pink. Here you go. And of course my new camera is joining me today as well. And thank you for the super chat. Who was that? Let me check. Noid K, first beer on me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Light blue. Yeah, I don't know. This Samsung phone kind of renders colors a little bit weird. Like it's kind of cranking all the colors up a little bit. Glad midsommar today också. Just det. But in Sweden it's midsummer today. Maybe not just in Sweden, I don't know. It's a pretty big deal in Sweden because our summers are so short, so they are extremely precious. And midsummer is the day when everybody is looking forward to have a nice party outdoors and enjoy the fact that we're in the midst of summer. And more likely than not, it will be pouring rain, because that is that's just what Swedish midsummer is like. Thank you, Trevor. Yes, good. You should have had my piece of cake. That's good. You did the right thing. Thank you. Thank you. So what I'm walking on now is, I'm pretty sure that it's a river. Pretty sure it's a river. And eventually it will actually come out. But for now, yeah, it's underground. So this is a kind of nicer residential neighborhood in the south of Tokyo. Interesting house here. Quite unique. Yes, Jenny, you need to come up with a good name for your banhammer, your powerful, mighty banhammer, which you swing around quite freely almost every day. Mjolnir would be a bit too obvious, I think. Thanks everyone who joined me last night. That was a really nice evening walk that we managed to pull off together. I didn't really get that many mosquito bites. I was expecting to get tons of mosquito bites during my beer break, but haven't really noticed anything. So that's good, I guess. That means we can have beer there again sometime. Look at these little animals here, just chilling. Just chilling. Let me check the chat. Oh, wow, this looks like a nice shrine over here. A shrine that I don't think I've ever been to, so let's check it out. Looks pretty big, actually. God morgon. Glad midsommar. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not actually very familiar with this part of town. So this looks like a very nice shrine. So let's see, maybe today my new Sony camera will be the thumbnail device. Let's see how it goes. It's actually quicker for me to use that than to pull out my iPhone. Nej, det var väl midsommarafton igår, va? Idag är det midsommar. Eller? Jag vet inte. Yeah, nice place. Very lush and green. I like this approach. Excited dog indeed, yeah. Let's see, can I... The strap is kind of a bit annoying, but maybe that was... that this might be the thumbnail. Midsommarafton är ikväll. Okej. Midsommarafton är väl alltid en fredag. Okej, jag har bott utomlands så länge så jag har ingen koll längre. Yokai means ghost in Japanese. And I don't know if it's some sort of internal joke that I don't get, but people often comment like yokai or yurei alert on my videos whenever I go to shrines or if I do night walks. I don't know exactly. I don't understand. But maybe there's some pop cultural reference that I don't get. Yes, Takamatsu, this is west of Toritsu-Daigaku. That is correct. Oh, it's a beautiful shrine. It's from an anime. I thought so. Since I don't watch anime, I generally don't get those internal... I don't know if it's a joke or whatever to call it, but it's very nice. You know it's a good shrine when they have some cones. That's wonderful. And this is probably a small no stage. No is a Japanese traditional kind of theater. You often see stages for that in shrines. Beautiful. I don't know, it's a humble shrine, but still very well maintained. And look at this tree. Beautiful. Looks like there's something behind here as well. Ooh. Oh. What shrine is it? I don't know. I need to look at the map to figure that out. Maybe someone can let me know in the chat. Maybe you can figure out where I am. The shrine is empty, yeah. Local shrines like this are usually empty, especially if you come during the times when most people are at work. Maybe it's a little bit more people on a weekend, but in general, places like this tend to be extremely quiet, and that's very nice. That means we can always come to oasis in the bustling city like this whenever we need to wind down a little. I guess it's kind of similar if you go to, I don't know, if you go to a random church in the middle of nowhere, somewhere in Europe, it's quite likely that it will be quiet and empty unless it's some special day when there's some activity going on there. But yeah, I like this one. Always nice to stumble across a new shrine that I haven't been to before. Especially a big and beautiful one like this. And I wonder what this tree is. Must be some historical, maybe like lightning struck the tree or something a long time ago, because it's been like preserved. Is that money? Yeah, probably. People do often leave a few coins in places like this. Yeah, this is definitely, this is eye level for me. So I certainly need to crouch down, like this is how much I need to crouch in order to not hit my head here. But yeah, totally nice little find, this place. I think if they just leave some coins like that, it's probably just some good luck wish. If it's a shrine donation, it's done in a more, how should I say, more organized way. So, people, you're asking what this shrine is. Let me check out on the map, because I have no idea. So, it's called Hikawa Shrine. Hikawa Shrine. Nice. Okay, already confirmed. Sorry, yeah. It's not easy for me to stay 100% up to date with the chat all the time. So. Papillon Commando. Yeah, you knew it. Well done. Well guessed. I assume that you've been here before then. This place is called Yakumodori. Like I said, I'm not so familiar with this neighborhood, so it's nice to explore. It's a very nice part of the city, I know that, but I don't really come here very often, so. Even though it just took me like not even 15 minutes to get here from where I live on the train. Okay, now we're back here on this Nomigawa Ryokudo is the name of this place. Nice, they have a little kind of engraved map here. Not the most helpful map I've ever seen, but still, it's nice to have. Even a non-helpful map is better than no map at all. So let's see where this will take us. Building a new house here. Nice. must be some happy people who, or maybe it's not. It looks bigger than a one-family home. Maybe it's a several-story residential building or something. Looks like it. Or it's a home for someone with obscene amount of money. Just a moment. Okay. It's actually pretty humid, and I wouldn't say it's not terribly hot today, but it's pretty humid, and I really feel that I need to drink a lot, so I actually have a bottle of this. It's kind of like similar to Pocari Sweat, this drink that's good to prevent dehydration. I think if I walk this way, I will get to Komazawa Olympic Park, but yeah, I won't take that route. I will head on this way. Yeah, it's one of these kind of deceiving type of days when you can easily get dehydrated, even though it doesn't feel like it's so hot, but it's kind of like drains your energy to be out in this weather. Here's another house being constructed. I wonder how much a house would be here now. I'm pretty sure it's quite expensive because this is a pretty attractive part of Tokyo. Like, yeah, Toritsu-Daigaku, where I started this walk, that's about, what, 10-15 minutes from Shibuya, maybe? So we're at a pretty local location, or pretty like well-connected location, I should say. It's easy to get to central Tokyo from here. Oh, nice little greenery arch here. And now we're crossing some sort of major road. I wonder which one. I don't know, but there's a bus coming here. This bus goes to Shibuya, actually. Okay, so good to know. Oh, someone dropped a shoe. A child's shoe. How sad. How sad. We are just about to hit 300 viewers. This time of the day is not the best time of the day to stream. But still 300 of you all out there watching, so thank you. And if there's anyone new, I forgot, if there's anyone new watching, please read the FAQ, which answers a lot of commonly asked questions, such as who am I, where am I from, what do I do in Japan, is this my full-time job, etc, etc. The FAQ is in the video description, and I shall pin a post about that now. There we go. How old are you? Maybe it doesn't say in the FAQ. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm sure about my age, but I'm not sure if I answer that question in the FAQ. So I'll answer it here. I'm 39 years old. I'm an old man. What's the meaning of life? The meaning of life is cake. The meaning of life is cake. But the cake might be a lie. There's another pop cultural reference for you. So here's a pretty good example, I think, on Japanese detached homes. They are usually very thin and narrow because land prices are so expensive. So they often build like 3-story homes like this on tiny plots of land, sometimes even smaller, with a smaller footprint than that. But yeah, a couple of generations ago, most plots of lands were more like this, or maybe even bigger. But then usually what happens is that the owner dies, someone inherits the land, they chop it off, sell half of it, and build a new, slightly smaller house on the remaining part, and then they can live happily ever after for the money that they got from selling that other piece of land. I'm really just guessing now, but my estimate that narrow house we just saw, like that piece of land like that, would probably be worth close to $1 million. Or, well, it's a pretty big ballpark figure, but somewhere between $500,000 to $1 million. And then usually what happens is that most people, the house they put on that piece of land is worth way less than the land itself. That's the quirky Japanese property market for you in a nutshell. Morgon Joel. God morgon, glad midsommar. Glad midsommar. Here we have a slightly more helpful map. Great. Okay, and actually this course is one of the 23 designated historical walks in Tokyo. I see. Himonya Sozoro Walk. Since Edo era, Nomikawa River was used as irrigation water. The area along the river was called Fusumanmura Village and was a production center of various vegetables such as radish, potato and bamboo shoot. So here you have it. We started here at Toritsu-Daigaku. Now we are here. And if I... okay, from here I can go down. Then I will actually end up in Jugaoka. But I won't do that because I will continue following this river. Yeah. Let's continue. 350 viewers now. Thank you. Welcome. Happy midsummer to all of you. Is that a map that almost points north? Yeah, I think it was actually. Yeah. Because we are pretty much walking towards the west now. So that map happened to be placed in a way so that north actually ended up pointing to the north. Relatively new residential building with what looks like 6 apartments, maybe more, maybe 8. Probably quite expensive. Here's another residential building. This is what's in Japanese usually called apato, which is the cheapest form of home. These are usually flimsy structures. This one looks pretty old. Looks like it's 3 apartments on each floor. Oh, big park down there. Let me take a look at a map and see which park that is. That is actually Komazawa Olympic Park up here, over there. So I'll actually let you choose. Should I head to the park or should I continue? Park or continue? Vote now in the chat. Park or continue? Continue. Park. Continue. Park. Okay, park one. Just barely, but let's head to Komazawa Olympic Park then. Whenever I do these votings in my streams, which I do quite often, so my streams are a little bit like choose your own adventure. So it's usually the first option that gets 5 votes. That's the one I will go for. Okay, you can stop voting now. It's fine. Someone asked why land is so expensive in Japan. It's just supply and demand. A lot of people want to live in Tokyo. Land is limited. That pushes up the prices. Especially in attractive areas. Oh, thank you, Joe the Moon, for the super chat. Thank you very much, and thanks for the sub as well. If there's anyone watching who isn't a subscriber yet, I highly recommend that you just follow that example. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. I do live walks like this almost every day, more often than not. I think on average like at least 5 times a week. Just random walks in random places, no goal, nothing like that, just a chill walk. It's not for everyone, but if you think that it's for you, I highly recommend that you subscribe. If you really enjoy it, you can also consider joining me on Patreon. Oh, is that? There's some tennis courts here. If you join me on Patreon, which, by the way, we just passed 150 people on Patreon, so thank you, every one of you. If you join me on Patreon, you will get access to special Patreon members only streams that I do every now and then. Quite often, actually. At least once a week, I would say. It used to be once a month, but I've increased the frequency of those. So the link to Patreon is in the video description. Hello, mom. Very happy to hear that you love my live streams. Please keep on watching. That's basically the only ambition I have. I don't try to educate you. I don't try to tell you interesting stories. It's just a relaxing walk. That's all. Did I get another super chat? Sorry, I was too busy promoting my channel. Thank you, Mr. Marty. Have a beer on me. I will. Look at this house. Wow, cool. It looks like someone just pulled out the samurai sword and just like chopped it. How the Patreon only stream works. They're hidden on YouTube for the general public, but they're streamed through YouTube, yes. And also big thanks to all of those who do donate and do super chats. It's thanks to people like them that all of you can enjoy these things for free. So kudos to us. Now we are in the neighborhood called Fukasawa. Which is also kind of overclass or like fancy, quiet residential neighborhood. Lots of big houses around here. Not the most convenient place to live unless you have a car, though, because we're a little bit far from any train station. But with a car, I think it's quite convenient. Is it easy to find a job as a software engineer in Japan? Yeah, it seems to be quite easy. Might be a bit more difficult to find a good job as a software engineer, but I think there's plenty of opportunities. I'm not working in IT myself, so I don't really know, but it seems to be one of these areas where there's always a demand for talented people. We are approaching Komazawa Olympic Park. I came here not that long ago. Some of you might remember. I think back that last time it was also like this big residential apartment complex was having this scaffolding last time I came here as well. And I think I should get a beer because we're approaching a park, and parks and beer happen to go very well together. And if I remember correctly, there's a 7-Eleven somewhere not too far from here. I think it's... Oh wait, there's a Family Mart down there. Let's go to Family Mart. Yeah, software engineers can find jobs in Japan, and I think there's plenty of jobs where you don't need to speak Japanese either. So but I would recommend anyone planning to go that route to carefully study the working conditions, because I know that a lot of jobs in that field have pretty harsh working conditions, like lots of overtime, sometimes unpaid. So yeah. Thank you, Jenny. Snacks for the beer o'clock. But you know I'm not a snacks person. But thank you. I'll buy some tiny little snack. Maybe some little sweets thingy. Oh, look at this. Suddenly, a little bamboo forest in the middle of everything. Tack Joel. Thank you, Joel. Have a Sapporo Kirin on me. Thank you. Wow, if I would buy a beer for every time someone told me to buy a beer, then I would be both drunk and an alcoholic all the time. So I usually keep my beer intake to 1 beer per stream. It's quite likely that I will make some exceptions to that rule tomorrow on my 1-year anniversary stream, but on my regular streams, yeah, 1 beer per stream is probably a pretty healthy limit to stick to. 今日はビール飲みませんか？これから飲みます。Oh, how nice! A convenience store with a little outdoor seating here. You don't see that very often. Cute. Mediocre beers.カードでお願いします。
カードをタッチまたは差し込んでください。
あ、大丈夫です。Sorry about that. It was a very poor reception or signal in that convenience store, but I got myself a beer, and also Jenny, since you did give me some snacks money, I did get these cranberry choco. As I mentioned before, I'm not like I'm not the kind of person who eats like chips or salty snacks very often. I'm a candy boy. I like sweets. I like chocolate. I like gummy candy and those kind of terrible things. So yeah, I hope that's okay. And let's see, yeah, we did have a bit of signal issue there, so we lost like half of the viewership. Let's see if they will make their way back. What else are you saying? Use RTMP server? Yes, I do. I use, I'm using Streamlabs, which I'm pretty sure streams over RTMP. I'm not super technical when it comes to those things, but yeah, I'm not streaming directly to YouTube. Because if you do that from a phone, you're limited to 720p resolution, which is too low. So yeah. We're already back to over 300 viewers. Great, thank you. Thank you. So I think the entrance to the park might be over here. I'm not sure though. Let's see. Let's check. Let's see where we will end up if we go this way. So like I said, today's stream is not gonna be super long, so I think I will go to the park, walk around the park a little bit, have a beer break, and that'll be it. We've already walked for 45 minutes, so I think maybe another half an hour or so, but that includes maybe a 10-minute, 15-minute beer break. Because I need to go home because I got another interesting job offer. Tourism industry here in Japan usually works. What was the job offer? I don't know. I don't know that much details about it yet, actually, except that it will be a bigger project and that it's tourism related. I will get more information after submitting more information from my end. Did it cut off again? So yeah, I don't know the details about the job offer, but it's a travel related project, relatively big, and yeah, they want more information from me before they will tell me more information. It will involve cameras and a cameraman, but not that last thing you mentioned. My jobs rarely includes that. Getting closer to the park. Correct you will, that's not never. I can tell you about a fun project I worked on a couple of years ago. I will send you a private message about it. We're in the park, Komazawa Olympic Park, which is popular for cycling and jogging, and it's also a place where I'm often confused as to where am I supposed to walk. I'll just avoid this track or this course altogether. Yeah, I am paying for Streamlabs, and I think that gives me access to their RTMP server. So everything goes through them. Oh, I wonder what's happening here. It's very much sealed off. Yes, this place is called Komazawa Olympic Park, and it's not for the current or the upcoming Olympics. This was built for the previous Tokyo Olympics back in the 60s. But maybe they might use some part of this park for the Olympics. I'm not sure if this place is always sealed off like this or if it's going to be utilized for the Olympics. And here we have this interesting looking tower again, which you're not allowed to enter or climb up to. It's always people, whenever I pass here, there's always people like, oh, you should climb that tower. I should, if I could, but I can't. So I won't. David, I was supposed to get vaccinated yesterday, but I had to postpone it because I didn't receive my vaccination voucher in time, which you need to get the shot. And now all the vaccination slots are booked, so I'm not sure how much longer I will have to wait. Hopefully I'll be able to get vaccinated next week, but I'm not sure. Also, here's a man taking a photo of his dog sitting in his basket on his bike. How cute! Takamatsu, you got vaccinated today. Congratulations. Urayamashi na. Why did you switch from Prism Live to Streamlabs? Because Prism did not work as good or as well as Streamlabs. I had more issues with Prism, especially It didn't really work at all with the Galaxy S21 Ultra that I'm using now. Or it worked, but my streams were like in 15 frames per second, which was not a terribly good viewing experience. So, and I actually emailed Prism about it, and they were aware of it. They said it had to do with overheating issues, but that's kind of weird because I don't have that issues with Streamlabs. And yeah, streaming from either app should cause as much overheating issues, I think. So I think it's just a poor excuse, but I'm not sure. But also all the issues I used to have with Streamlabs a couple of months ago when I was using it, they're all gone now. Streamlabs is actually working very well for me. So I'm very pleased with this. Yeah, I'm actually also I put myself on some like cancellation waiting lists. So they might call me at any moment if there's a cancellation somewhere. So hopefully, fingers crossed. Because, you know, I really want better 5G signal for my live streams. So that's why I want my vaccination as soon as possible. Because we all know that, you know, vaccines and... those two kids were yelling very loudly. Yeah, we all know that vaccines and 5G, they go hand in hand. So hopefully, you know, we can get a better signal soon through an injection. Then maybe I can stream in 4K one day. Good, David. Yeah, your 5G got stronger with the second vaccination. Yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait. So, pretty like dramatic sky. Actually, the sky looks more dramatic in the stream than in real life because what I said before, the Samsung phone just kind of boosts up the colors and the contrast a little bit. It also makes this water look even greener than it is. We are currently in the Komazawa Olympic Park near Toritsu-Daigaku station on the Tokyu Toshi line in the south of Tokyo. I don't know exactly if this serves any purpose other than being just decoration. I think it's just decoration, this tower. But it's a pretty nice space, this. Especially I enjoy coming here at night. Usually if you come at night, there's always a lot of people doing like fireworks and stuff. Which is always fun to watch. This might be, this is also a potential thumbnail shot, but I need to take this with my phone because my camera is not wide enough to capture this. Fireworks are not banned here. No, I mean, no, I don't think so. If they're banned, there's like a bunch of people breaking the rules, which is kind of rare. So I think it's allowed here, within reason. It's just like smaller things, but still, it's kind of fun. Kind of fun to watch.
見たことあるこれ。なんか法隆寺みたい。
Let's see if we can find a place. Ah, you know what? I will drink my beer at the same place as I had the beer last time I came here, because that was a nice place for a beer. I think I will. That was down there. Down there. They should use this space to host Oktoberfest food trucks. I don't think they do though. I'm not sure, but I've never heard of any events like that here. It's usually just open like this. But I agree. Yeah, it would be nice if there was like some food trucks and whatnot. Yep, we do have viewer drop incoming, because viewers always drop when I have my beer breaks. But shoganai, I'm not gonna stop having beer breaks just because some people leave my streams. I enjoy my beers more than those viewers. Only the ones who leave. The rest of you, I would not trade you for all the beer in the world, but those who leave during my beer breaks, those people I can live without. Beer break is what makes you unique. Yes, my light alcoholic tendencies makes for great viewer satisfaction. Or not really, because if it did, people wouldn't leave. But anyway, let's beer. Kanpai! Beer time! Oppa! Skål! Glad midsommar! Happy midsummer! Kanpai! Windows 11 is coming in October. Yeah, I heard that once you get the vaccination, you also get the coupon so you can download Windows 11. The good thing, for those of you who are new to my channel, the good thing about my beer breaks is that I usually have a little bit of time, more time to focus on the chat. So I'm a little bit more responsive to whatever you're saying. So if you have any questions or anything, now is a good time to let me know. Or you can just enjoy the view. Yes, today's beer is a Sapporo with a kind of traditional old school can. It also says Japan's oldest brand, brewed and bottled by Sapporo Brewers Limited. And because I know someone will ask about the alcohol percentage, I will try to find that out. I found it out. It's 5%. It says here, alcohol 5%. Yeah, some of you might remember this because I did a beer break here about maybe 2 months ago, last time I came here. Oh, you will gratis. Enjoy your new beer, your Indian beer. I'm not sure about this 4-day work week law. I'm pretty sure that it's not actually mandating a 4-day work week for everyone. That would be pretty crazy in a country like Japan. That will never happen. Where is it brewed? This is brewed Let's see if I can figure that out. I can't tell. Oh, that was some sort of insect just landed on me. I'm not sure exactly where it's brewed, but I'm 99% sure that it's made here in Japan. Anything else would be very strange. It says that the ingredients, the raw materials, are produced in Japan. So maybe in Sapporo, which would make sense considering that I'm drinking a Sapporo beer, but I think also Sapporo has breweries in other locations.房総半島の方行きたいけど時間がちょっと難しい。房総半島1回だけ行ったことあります。すごい良かった。静かな町。名前はもう覚えてないけど、なんか友達の別荘に泊まりました。Is it possible to get cider in the konbini? So if you say cider in Japan, it's very different from what we call cider in Sweden and in most other countries. Cider here in Japan is like kind of a sweet soda. But if you mean like basically alcoholic apple juice, I think you can get it. Maybe not everywhere, but it's not terribly hard to find. But I'm not sure if you can get it at any konbini. Random question. What if your wife won't like Sweden after a couple of years? Back to Japan or Italy? I don't know. I mean, she already lived there, so she kind of knows what she's in for. So it should be okay. But yeah, I mean, it's also likely that I won't enjoy Sweden. Maybe I have a friend of mine, an older Swedish man who lives here in Tokyo, and he's been living here in Tokyo for as long as I've been alive. Or he's been living in Japan since he first moved to Japan the year I was born, so 39 years ago, and he did like a 10-year stint or something back to Sweden, and he said like living in Sweden made him clinically depressed, and now he's back in Japan since like 15 years or so. Who knows, maybe that will happen to me too. In that case, I guess we will just have to return. Or move somewhere else. There's plenty of options, so we'll see. Komazawa Josui Mega Walk, will it continue or not? Yes, it will continue at some point, but I cannot say when. Maybe on Sunday? Maybe. But I don't know. Maybe it will take another couple of months. I really don't know. But I am planning to finish it, yes. I am planning to finish it. I think so, yeah. That there's, I'm not sure if I will enjoy living in Sweden. It's really a gamble. Maybe all the bad things about living in Sweden might, punch me in the face once we move, and I want to come back here as soon as possible. It already happened once. I actually moved back to Sweden like 6-7 years ago. Didn't even last a year. But that time I had like no plan, no ambition, no motivation to move to Sweden. This time my main reason for doing so is for my daughter's education. But yeah, we talked about that so many times before, so let's not go into details about that again. What else are you saying? What's the name of that white building right there? I don't know. Let's see. Let me check on Google Map if it has a name. Maybe it might, according to Google, it says Komazawa Park Olympics Memorial Tower. Sometimes it's lit up in fancy colors. Look at that. Are there no foreign schools in Tokyo? There are. There's plenty of foreign schools here in Tokyo. But I'm skeptical. And also they cost a fortune. And I think both me and my wife definitely needs a bit of change of environment anyway. So we'll move and see how it goes. And if it doesn't go well, we will adjust accordingly. Remember that, folks. You can always change your life as often and as much as you like. If there's a will, there's always a way. Wow, actually viewers are going up during this beer break, which is very rare. But welcome and thank you, all of those of you who are new. Also, yes, thank you very much to Specific Impulse, who is my latest Patreon supporter, who became Patreon supporter number 150. Thank you very much. I'm not sure if you're watching now, but I think you are. Thank you so much and welcome. Let's see. Looking forward to your Swedish walks. Yes, thank you. I'm looking forward to that as well. It's going to be interesting to see how that goes. Did you love big cities before moving to Tokyo? I had never... I mean, before coming to Tokyo, I lived in Berlin, which is a fairly big city. But growing up in a place like Sweden, where the biggest city has like 1 million inhabitants, the idea of living in a city with a population larger than my entire country was always kind of something that fascinated me and something that I wanted to try. And then when I came here for the first time, I just really liked the place. Tokyo is such an amazing place in so many ways, and it's truly a very, very livable city with a high quality of life, especially if you don't need to have a normal job, which I've been fortunate enough to avoid for most of my time here. So yeah, it's not for everyone, but Tokyo has been extremely kind to me for my 13 years here, and I will always love this city. And I think it's, in many ways, it's a perfect, or as close to perfect as a big city can get. A lot of things that shouldn't work just works really great here. So, Tokyo is awesome, but that doesn't mean that there's places that might be more appropriate to raise a family, which is the reason why we are going to, or planning to leave. Anyway. Yeah, there's a walking YouTuber in Stockholm, like Stockholm Walks or something like that. That's true. If you're interested, you can check it out. You will ask, when are you going to the motherland? Good question. I actually still have a booking for July 16, but I don't think I will be able to go. I would probably cancel that ticket. Yeah. So I don't know. Now there's a lot of job offers coming in, and it looks like I might have a very busy autumn. So maybe I will just work hard here for another until next summer, and then just use the money to buy a house in the countryside of Italy and make that my retreat, and then divide my time between Sweden and Italy. That would be ideal. We'll see. Norrköping Explorer. No, I don't think I will move back to Norrköping. Michael Sneer. Plan for 1 year anniversary. A long walk. I think you messaged me, right? Was it on Patreon? You messaged me about Rainbow Bridge, right? Still haven't made up my mind exactly about where to walk tomorrow. It depends a little bit on the weather as well. But these two are definitely happy to see each other. Kawaii. Super happy. So yeah, I keep it open for tomorrow. Depends a lot on the weather, but Rainbow Bridge is one possibility. Have you been to Sado Island? Yes, I have. I love that place. Love that place. スウェーデンは外で、飲酒で大丈夫で、そうです。多分大丈夫。ダメなところもあるけど、基本的にはこのようになんか静かでビール1本飲むは大丈夫。もしなんかたくさん人とすごい盛り上がってるなら問題になるかもしれないけど。Do you like Tamiya hobbies? I don't know what Tamiya hobbies is. You asked that yesterday too, right? I don't know. Did we do a weather check? Yeah, I think we did. But let's do another one. We are now in Setagaya, 26 degrees. Humidity is 63%. I would actually have guessed it was more humid than that. そうですね。スウェーデンに引っ越したらビールタイムも大丈夫です。Yes, Peyo, you know it. Det är Sapporo time. Glad midsommar på dig. Tamiya is plastic model kits. I see. Those like airplanes and stuff. I see. It's not my thing. Kawaii. He's looking at me. Okay, I'm almost done with the beer. Wow, viewers have increased. Surprisingly, that's very rare. Thank you, Santosh. Thank you so much. It's your birthday today. Happy birthday. Thank you for the amazing content work and happy anniversary in advance. Thank you very much. Happy birthday. I hope you can join me tomorrow as well. Joel, is it illegal to drink in Sweden? Or was it a different question you answered to? I thought it's okay. Like there's some parks where you're not allowed to drink, right? But it's not like illegal everywhere. You're allowed to drink, but you're not allowed to get drunk. Isn't it something weird like that in Sweden? Right, Theo, it's not illegal, right? It's like you're not allowed to be like loud and annoying and drunk and things like that, but just like having a beer or two, as long as you behave well, is generally okay. Anyway, let's get going. Oh, it's 5 o'clock. Do you hear the 5 o'clock chime? I'm really surprised that I didn't lose a ton of viewers during this relatively long beer break, but great. Maybe I've finally gotten the viewers that I deserve. The viewers who can appreciate the fine art of a beer break in a park. That would be great. That's what I hope has happened. So let's get going. I think last time I came here, I just continued this way after the beer, and that took me pretty much straight to the station. So let's walk around a little bit today. Let's actually explore this park a little bit. I think the right to have a beer in a park is a very important quality of life factor. And I'm actually quite serious now. Like, I think small things like that should not be regulated. I understand that there might be a need to put some regulations in place to prevent mass alcoholism or unruly behavior, and that's totally fine. But I think, I don't know, the idea of making what I just did illegal does actually feel like a bit of a I don't know, unnecessarily strict intrusion of personal liberties, if I could say that. I think one of the reasons why it's nice to live in Japan is because those things are okay here, and it's not like a big deal at all. Like, no one really cares if you're having a beer in a park. But judging from the response and the feedback I get from my viewers, I noticed that especially in the US, it seems to be a very, very big deal to have a beer in a park, and that's very surprising considering how this supposedly freedom-loving society is being so strict on something like that. Anyway, that's just a thought. I don't know, I'm very kind of torn when it comes to Japan. There's so much rules in this society, many of which seems very kind of arbitrary and unnecessary and sometimes downright stupid. But if you like zoom back a little bit and look at your life and freedoms as a whole here when living in Japan. I think they get a lot of things right. I don't know, I can't really articulate my thoughts very well right now, I feel, but it's to conclude, I think it should be okay to have a beer in a park, and I think that's an important little, one of those small factors that can, you know, improve quality of life by a surprisingly large amount. Planning any midsummer celebrations? No, I don't think so. No, there's usually some party in Yoyogi Park during midsummer, organized by the Swedish Chamber of Commerce, I think, or like some sub group of those, but I haven't been in many years. They tend to draw a pretty young crowd, and I'm getting a bit too old for that. Other than that, the options here when it comes to midsummer celebrations are pretty limited. So trash can here, nice. Well, if it was Smågrodorna, I wouldn't mind going there and bring my daughter. But it's more like, I don't know, most people are like in their, I don't know, mid-20s and getting a little bit too drunk. And then there's a bunch of Japanese in the same age bracket who want to make foreign friends. Kind of, I don't know. I used to go to those kind of events often when I was new to Japan, but don't really do it very often these days. Great, Mr. Miyazaki. I hope you can come back to Japan soon so that we can, well, so that you can invite me to a barbecue party in Miyazaki, and so that we can have plenty of beers and enjoy our civil liberties awarded by the Japanese Constitution. Hello Mie, welcome to the stream. Good to see you here again. Okinawa beach walk someday. Yeah, that would be great. I hope I can travel to Okinawa again soon sometime. Oh, thank you, nobody, nothing. Do you often see celebrities around Tokyo? I'm really not. I wouldn't recognize 99% of even Hollywood celebrities, let alone Japanese celebrities. So I don't see celebrities often. But maybe I meet them on a daily basis without knowing. I don't know. It's supposed to be quite a lot of celebrities living in our neighborhood, actually, in Futago Tamagawa. But I don't know. I don't care at all about celebrity culture. I hardly watch any movies. Never watch TV, or I do sometimes, but only news. So yeah, I probably wouldn't even recognize, someone like Brad Pitt if he was standing in front of me. That's like how little I know about celebrities. So yeah. The bitter end. Har du varit på de här platserna förut, eller är stan så stor att du kan hitta nya områden hela tiden? Stan är så stor att jag kan hitta nya områden hela tiden. Men just här har jag varit många gånger, för det här är ganska nära där jag bor och en ganska trevlig park. Men jag skulle kunna promenera i helt nya områden varenda dag i flera år om jag ville, och om jag hade lite mer tid att tillbringa med att åka tåg varje dag. So one of my Swedish viewers asked if these areas are like new to me, or if I can explore new parts of town all the time. Oh, I wonder. This looks new. I don't remember seeing this place before. Some kind of sweets shop. Maybe I should buy something for my wife. Oh, they have breakfast as well. Interesting. And yeah, like I could probably spend every day in a new neighborhood where I haven't set foot before. I could probably do that for years and years if I had a bit more time to spend on riding trains every day. But since my time is quite limited now with a small child at home. Oh, nice little. Okay, it's a Starbucks, but pretty nice Starbucks. So yeah, I do tend to spend most of my walks relatively close to where I live, which means that there's a bit of repetition. But Tokyo is indeed a massive place, and I could, if I had like 8 hours every day to spend on finding interesting walks, I could probably do that for a lifetime without never having to visit the same place twice. I found a YouTuber in the UK who streams when he rides a cargo bike with DJ equipment, playing old house tunes in South England. That sounds great. I should definitely check out that channel. I'm not sure if I want to try that myself, but I will definitely check it out. Yeah, you're talking about celebrities. I saw Linda Hamilton. I bumped into Patrick Stewart. Jean-Luc Picard. Like, I don't even know who these people are, let alone what they look like. So that's how little I know about celebrity culture. So I do know who Stellan Skarsgård is. I don't know what he looks like though. Maybe I would recognize his face since he's Swedish and I might have seen it. Anyway, we just passed an hour and a half of streaming and we are approaching a train station. And I think that means that this stream is going to end relatively soon. So Ken Watanabe, again, I have no idea who that is. I think I'm embarrassingly bad at like those kind of celebrities. Anyway, yeah, I think I will end the stream here. Oops. And I will see you all soon again. Okay. Thank you so much for the company. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Hej då. Mata ne. Auf Wiedersehen.